Well guys, got another bicycle video for you. This one here is a SCHWINN brand name. Merano is the model of the bike. It's a 700C hybrid bike. Pretty much what that's meaning is it's got mountain bike technology as well as the old road bike or touring bike technology mixed in, and they've kind of like, well, as it sounds, they've hybrid it together and to create this mix. Now, first thing you're going to notice right off the bat that's kind of a little bit odd is it's got very, very narrow, almost like road bike tires. And if you take a closer look, you'll see they're actually 28-inch tire instead of your standard mountain bike tire that's a 26er. And one thing that's really, really neat is it's a 24-speed, where it's got 3 on the front and 8 on the back. And another thing it's got going for it is, of course, you've got the nice aluminum frame, you know, as well as front suspension. And it's got an adjustable stem here that you can adjust it if you want to raise your handlebars up a bit. And it does have a bit of a, whatever it is, a 1-inch suspension seat with a gel type of seat. It's a great bike for those who are commuting back and forth to work, just want something to ride around on the weekends, you know, maybe riding with your kids. It wouldn't be something you'd want to take off-road or do anything like that with. But, you know, upon first overview or inspection of this bike, it's looking like it's pretty much all there. Of course, like the rest of them, it needs air in the tires. However, the tires are good on this one, so we won't need to be changing tires. The brakes, you know, the brakes as well as the shifting and all like that appear functional. Of course, you know, I'll run it through the gears and may have to do some adjustments and stuff like that on the derailleurs themselves. But yeah, guys, let's get at her and we'll see where this one leads us. So guys, pretty much to adjust the brakes, what I would do is take a little Allen key there, loosen off this nut, and basically give the cable a gentle pull, and it tightens it up, and then tighten her in. Of course, however, you don't want it too tight that the brake pads are touching the rim. Then it creates a rub issue and friction, and it really, you know, sucks to ride. With the shifting, you shift all the way down into the small ring here, and then you test the cable tension to make sure if it's too slack. Then of course, you know, you give her an adjustment on the cable, pull her tight. If you find the gears are jumping, then you have to adjust these little screws right here. Sometimes your chain wants to fall off to the inside. Then of course you got to adjust the appropriate screw. And then if you want to fall off toward the outside and get tangled in the spokes, then of course that's you got to adjust the screw there. Same with the derailleur. If you overshift and your derailleur's touching the spokes, you run a very strong chance of actually catching the derailleur into the wheel and actually what I would call as self-destructing or blowing it up, you know. And quite often at that point you actually do damage the back rim and the derailleur. And I've actually seen in extreme cases where it's actually bent or snapped the little hanger here on the frame, which then causes a lot of damage. And of course, after you've adjusted the rear shifting, you can adjust, you know, or check out anyway the front shifting. Make sure it's shifting like it's supposed to and all that as well. And, you know, make sure the pedals are good, they're freewheeling fine, you know, make sure there's no play into the cranks, make sure there's no play in the rim, you know, checking bearings of course. And same with the front suspension fork. You want to make sure it's not seized. You want to spin your front rim, you know, making sure it's not bent or nothing. And, you know, other than that, you know, you can give the bicycle a once over, you know, checking all the hardware, making sure nothing's loose, because, well, even right from factory settings, quite often you'll find bikes on the showroom floor in stores that have been factory assembled that have loose components on them. And pretty much, you know, when you're done that, it's pretty much, you know, good to go. But yeah, guys, let's take her down, take her for a ride, and we'll see how we go. Well, guys, there you go. She's all done, all tuned up. Gave her a quick wipe down, and she's good to roll. So, guys, that's pretty much been a tune-up on a SCHWINN Merano 700C hybrid bike. So, as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's World. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.